Hyatt Zilara Cancun sits on what the hotel proudly calls the widest stretch of beach in Cancun's hotel zone, and that detail matters more than you might think. When you're comparing all-inclusive resorts in this area, beachfront real estate translates directly into your daily experience. Wider beach means more space between you and the next umbrella, better ocean access, and frankly, better photos without strangers photobombing your sunset shots. This adults-only all-inclusive is currently running a grand opening offer with savings up to 25%, which means you're looking at a property that's either brand new or freshly renovated and trying to build buzz. That timing can work in your favor if you book during the promotional window, though the hotel information doesn't specify exact pricing, so you'll need to compare rates directly on their official website versus third-party platforms to see where the real value lands. The property sits just 15 minutes from downtown Cancun and 20 minutes from the airport, close enough that transfer costs won't wreck your budget but far enough that you're firmly in resort mode, not city chaos. Let's talk about where you'll actually sleep, because the room lineup here covers a solid range without getting overwhelming. The entry point is the Junior Suite King at 61 square meters, which is the same footprint as the Ocean View Junior Suite King and the Oceanfront Junior Suite King. Same size, different views, different price points. All three come with a king bed, double-jetted tub, and handcrafted furniture, which sounds fancier than saying the furniture is just nice and solid. The modern bathrooms feature double sinks, rain shower heads, and designer toiletries. You get a two-line cordless phone with bilingual voicemail, which feels like a detail from 2005, but is actually useful if you're coordinating with friends in other rooms or calling the concierge without fumbling with your cell phone. Hair dryer comes standard, hair straightener available on request. The air conditioner and ceiling fan have bedside controls, so you're not doing the stumble across the darkroom dance at 3 in the morning when you wake up sweating. Every room includes a refreshment center stocked daily with water, beer, soft drinks, and snacks, which is the all-inclusive sweet spot between a minibar that charges you $18 for a Snickers and a sad empty fridge. There's also a pillow menu because some people care deeply about their pillow density and some people will sleep on a rolled-up towel if they're tired enough. The base Junior Suite King has a terrace, but the view isn't specified, so assume it's either garden, partial ocean, or construction site depending on your luck. Step up to the Ocean View Junior Suite King, and you're getting the same 61 square meters but with a private terrace that explicitly offers ocean views. Not oceanfront, ocean view, which usually means you can see water if you lean over the railing or peer around a palm tree. Same double-jetted tub, same handcrafted furniture, same rain shower heads and designer toiletries, same daily refreshment center stocking. The Oceanfront Junior Suite King takes that same square footage and gives you a terrace with unobstructed oceanfront views, which is the real upgrade. Unobstructed means no craning your neck, no palm fronds blocking half the horizon, just straight-on Caribbean blue from your morning coffee spot. Same 61 square meters, same amenities, but the view premium is what you're paying for. And if you're the type who books a beach resort to actually look at the beach, it's worth considering. Then you hit the Ocean View Swim Up Suite King at 79 square meters, which adds 18 square meters of space and a private terrace with direct pool access. This is the category where you can roll out of bed, walk across your terrace, and slip into the pool without encountering another human if you time it right. King bed, double-jetted tub, handcrafted furniture, modern bathrooms with double sinks, rain shower heads, and spray fixtures. The swim-up setup is either a dream or a gimmick depending on how much you actually use it. If you're someone who swims laps every morning or likes to float with a book for an hour, it's genuinely convenient. If you swim twice all week, you paid extra for a feature you ignored. The pool access also means more foot traffic near your terrace, so privacy trades off slightly for convenience. At the top of the standard suite lineup sits the Oceanfront Luxury Suite King at 71 square meters. You get a king bed, double-jetted tub, handcrafted furniture, and a fully stocked minibar, which suggests a step up from the refreshment center in the other categories. The wraparound terrace or balcony offers unobstructed ocean views, and the term wraparound implies you've got outdoor space on multiple sides, which is rare and genuinely nice for catching both sunrise and sunset depending on the building orientation. Premium bath amenities replace the standard designer toiletries, which usually means bigger bottles, fancier brands, or both. This is the room type where the hotel is clearly trying to deliver a notch above the others without jumping all the way to the presidential suite. Speaking of which, the presidential suite clocks in at 1,331 square feet, which is roughly 123 square meters if you do the math. You get a private balcony, an expanded terrace with patio furniture, and a comfortable dining area for up to 4 guests. The fact that the dining area is specified for 4 suggests this suite is designed for couples who entertain or small groups traveling together, though maximum occupancy isn't listed in the available information. The presidential suite description is notably sparse compared to the others, which either means the hotel assumes you already know what a presidential suite includes, or they're holding back details for direct inquiries. Now here's where the hotel information goes quiet. There's no dining breakdown provided, no restaurant names, no bar concepts, no menu highlights. For an all-inclusive resort, that's a significant gap because dining variety is half the reason you pick one property over another. Without confirmed details, we can't tell you whether there's a steakhouse, a beachside grill, an Asian fusion spot, or just a main buffet and a couple of a la carte options. The adults-only, all-inclusive classification tells you there's food and drink included, but the specifics that would let you plan your evenings or compare this property to others just aren't in the verified information. If dining is a priority for your trip, you'll need to dig into the full restaurant list on the official Hyatt website or call the property directly. Same story with pools. The hotel mentions swim-up suite access, which confirms there's at least one pool with swim-up rooms, but there's no detail on how many pools total, whether there's an infinity edge, whether one is a quiet pool and another is a party pool, or what the vibe is. The widest stretch of beach in Cancun's hotel zone is confirmed, which is a real selling point. Beach width matters because narrow beaches get crowded fast, and at high tide some properties barely have sand left. A wide beach means you can spread out, the water stays farther from the lounge chairs, and there's actual room to walk without stepping over sunbathers. Whether the ocean here is calm enough for swimming, whether there are lifeguards, whether the seaweed situation is managed well, none of that is in the provided information. Cancun's hotel zone generally has swimmable water with occasional seaweed depending on season, but specifics for this property aren't documented here. Activities, spa, gym, none of these are detailed in the provided information. For a resort that's promoting itself as adults only and all-inclusive, you'd expect yoga classes, water sports, a fitness center, maybe a spa with signature treatments. But without confirmed details, we're not listing amenities that might not exist or might exist in a scaled-down version that doesn't match your expectations. The adults-only classification does tell you one important thing. No kids' clubs, no family pool parties, no crying toddlers at breakfast. That's the trade-off, and for some travelers, it's the entire point of choosing this property. Location-wise, you're 15 minutes from downtown Cancun, which puts you close enough to explore the local food scene, hit the markets, or see the non-resort side of the city if you want a break from the all-inclusive bubble. 20 minutes from Cancun International Airport means your transfer is short, and the hotel offers both standard and deluxe options. Round-trip standard transfer runs $118 for up to 6 passengers, which breaks down to about $20 per person if you're traveling with a group. Round-trip deluxe transfer is $239 for up to 5 passengers via private SUV, so roughly $48 per person, and you're paying for the upgrade in vehicle comfort and the smaller group size. If you're traveling solo or as a couple, those per-person costs double, and at that point you might want to compare against a shared shuttle service or a ride app, though the hotel transfers guarantee someone's waiting for you even if your flight is delayed. The hotel notes it's near golf courses, shopping malls, restaurants, and nightlife, but specific names and distances aren't provided, so you'll need to research nearby attractions separately if you're planning off-resort excursions. Let's keep it real. The hotel information provided here is incomplete. There's no guest review data, no ratings, no documented complaints or recurring issues. That makes it impossible to give you the honest drawbacks because we're not inventing problems that may not exist. What we can say is this: a resort that's running a grand opening offer with savings up to 25% is either brand new or recently renovated, and early-stage properties can have kinks to work out. Staff might still be learning systems, restaurant timing might be off, maintenance issues might pop up that haven't been caught yet. On the flip side, everything is fresh, nothing is worn down, and early guests sometimes get upgraded or receive extra attention as the property builds its reputation. The adults-only, all-inclusive model also has trade-offs. You're paying up front for food and drink, which is great if you consume a lot and hate budgeting on vacation. But if you're someone who skips breakfast, drinks moderately, and prefers exploring local restaurants, you might not extract the same value as someone who maximizes the included offerings. Without specific pricing data, we can't calculate whether the all-inclusive rate here is competitive or inflated compared to paying separately at a room-only property nearby. What makes Hyatt Zilara Cancun different comes down to a few confirmed points. The widest stretch of beach in Cancun's hotel zone is a tangible advantage that affects your daily experience in ways that matter more than marketing fluff. Adults only means a specific vibe, quieter pools, no family chaos, and a guest demographic that skews toward couples and friend groups rather than multi-generational vacations. The room sizes are generous across the board, starting at 61 square meters for the base category, which is larger than many competitors' entry-level rooms. The swim-up suite option at 79 square meters gives you a mid-tier upgrade path that's not just about views but about functionality. The wraparound terrace on the oceanfront luxury suite king is a detail that suggests thoughtful design rather than cookie-cutter layouts. But beyond those specifics, the unique selling points are hard to articulate without more information. The Hyatt Zilara brand itself is known for adults-only all-inclusive experiences, so you're getting the reliability of a major hotel chain rather than the wildcard experience of an independent boutique property. The value breakdown here is tricky without pricing. All-inclusive resorts justify their cost when you're someone who drinks multiple cocktails a day, eats 3 full meals plus snacks, and participates in included activities. If a room-only rate at a comparable property is $150 a night and the all-inclusive rate here is $350, you need to consume $200 worth of food, drink, and activities daily to break even. Some travelers hit that easily, some don't. The room-only option isn't mentioned in the provided information, so it's unclear whether Hyatt Zilara Cancun even offers it or if all-inclusive is mandatory. The grand opening offer saving up to 25% changes the math significantly, so if you're booking during that promotional window, the value equation tilts more favorably. The airport transfer pricing is transparent, which is helpful for budgeting, and the fact that they offer both standard and deluxe options means you can choose your comfort level versus cost. There's no mention of events or conference facilities in the provided information, which makes sense for an adults-only resort that's likely focused on leisure rather than business travel. If you're planning a destination wedding, a corporate retreat, or a group event, you need to inquire directly, because the standard room descriptions and amenities don't suggest a property built around large-scale event hosting. For checking booking availability and prices at your desired dates, you can use the link in description. I hope this video was helpful. Give it thumbs up. Subscribe for more travel-related content. If you are not ready to book this hotel, you can watch our best hotels playlist and choose the best one for you. Thanks for watching.